Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning. Welcome to Radio Friend. We're almost out of October. October the 29th. Where has the year gone? It seems like we were just talking in January. Here we are, October. Before you know it, it'll be Thanksgiving. KEN MIDKIFF is with us. And KEN MIDKIFF, of course, you know, he's got an opinion about everything. True. You were with the Sierra Club. You're still with the Sierra Club, and you write a column for the Missourian 2 or 3 times a week?
Right. No, just once a week.
Oh, it seems like I read you more than once a week.
Well, you can if you wish.
Maybe I say some of your columns and reread them again. But you're in the Missourian. And
I also write for the Joplin Globe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Today you wanted to talk about deregulation.
Yeah. And this is not a matter of opinion, although I do have strong opinions on that.
Oh, I know you do.
But this is a matter of fact. And who was it? Daniel Patrick Moynihan said, "Sir, you're entitled to your own opinions, but not your own facts." Well, I have facts.
Okay.
And the fact is that during the era that we're now in, the last 3 years and counting, that there are more than 240 laws where the rules have been deregulated. Like, I was aware of some, like NEPA, National Environmental Protection Act, and the WOTUS, Waters United States Act, but I was not aware of many of the others. And I was expecting when I just almost, just as a routine, Googled deregulation, I was somewhat surprised. I was figuring it'd be 2 or 3 pages. Well, it turned out to be 29 pages.
29 pages?
29 pages.
Of deregulation. Now, some people will say, well, what difference does it make? We've got too much regulation. We need deregulation. Some of those regulations are life-saving.
Yeah, that's the case. Most of these regulations were considered burdensome to industry. But most of the regulations, with a few exceptions, are about protecting health of the citizens. Like the National Environmental Protection Act, for example, gives citizens a voice, and that voice is being taken away. And Waters United States it still protects big rivers like the Missouri and the Perchie Creek, but it doesn't protect the tributaries that lead into those. So if the tributaries are polluted, then the big streams will be polluted also. So a lot of the regulations are, while maybe industry may consider them burdensome, for citizens they're there to protect us and our voice.
Okay. Well, give us a couple of other examples.
Okay. Well, I have way too many examples to give. Because I'm an environmentalist, I just notated or highlighted the environmental regulations.
So what do you say to somebody then going on about the fact that, we got way too many regulations, we need to cut all regulations and things will take care of themselves? What do you say to an answer like that?
Well, I would say that we do have a lot of regulations, but in most cases, just a bit of background, there are laws, like the National Environmental Policy Act is a law, but it leaves it up to the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, to define how it's to be done. And what the Trump administration has done is to deregulate a lot of those rules that are in place or were in place to protect us. Mm-hmm. So what I would say to somebody who says, well, we have too many rules and regulations, well, yeah, but on the other hand, maybe we don't quite have enough because the issue is human health and protecting the voices of the citizens of this country, which is, I think, what the Constitution is supposed to do.
I remember years ago when the air in California was so smoggy and so bad, it was unsafe. It was unsafe to breathe. And I remember many years ago flying into Los Angeles, and you would see that dark, heavy smog hanging over the city. Well, the air had been cleaned up quite a bit since then.
Well, except for the forest fires.
Yeah, now, of course, the forest fires.
But that's an interesting point, because most of the forest fires are actually national forest. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which I believe is under the current administration's purview, is in charge of most of the forest in California. So when the current president says they need to clean up the forest, he's really talking about his own agencies.
Okay. All right.
So he says that California is not doing a good job, but it's not California's job. Although some of the forests are state forest, but the majority of them are national forest.
That the majority of the forest in California are
national forest.
National forest.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. We need to think this through very carefully and clearly. The fact that when we go on about that there's too much regulation, we need to think about what those regulations are doing, how they are affecting us, either for better or for worse.
Right.
Like the standards for automobile energy use of automobiles, the mileage standards.
I think that's one of the things being deregulated.
I think it is too. Yeah. We had standards where car manufacturers had to guarantee that you had so many miles per gallon. I believe that's being taken back now.
Right.
The other thing that I believe is the efficiency of appliances.
Right.
We had the appliances that were what are they called?
Energy efficient.
Energy efficient ones that cost a lot less to run them, but for some reason they're wanting to turn that back.
They have. That's the Appliance Energy Conservation Standards. Department of Energy is in charge, and the rule to roll back the energy conservation standards is already in effect. Which brings me to another point. Even though we can comment on all the rules, they're printed in the Federal Register, and if you can get it online. But the comments, and I have, in my previous life as a Sierra Club representative, I commented on the rules that seem to affect environmental issues. But the thing is, no matter how many people comment, say 1,000 people comment that the rule change is bad, if one person comments it's good, then the agency will go along with that one person. So it's the final decision is up to the agency, not to the number of people who have commented.
That's not very good.
No, I know.
You're leaving us here. You're leaving us here depressed. But if you want more information and if you want to make a change, here we got 20 seconds. What can people do?
People can vote and vote early. And I'm going to quote Mayor Daley: "Vote early and vote often."
Now watch out! Now you just vote early and vote once.
Once, right?
Vote once, okay? And when you go, wear that mask. We're out of time for today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.